What if I told you that behind the polite smiles and perfectly tailored coats, two royal sisters are quietly unraveling? What if the price of loyalty to family is the destruction of everything you've worked for? And what if choosing duty over blood could change your life forever? Today's story is not about crowns or castles. It's about pressure, it's about fear, and it's about two sisters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, caught in a royal nightmare with no easy ending. Stay with me, because this story only gets more intense. Hello and welcome back to Royal Chronicles, the channel where we go beyond the headlines and uncover the real stories behind palace walls. If you love deep dives into royal drama, unspoken tensions, and the truths no one dares say out loud, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and join our growing community. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's begin. For Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, the past few years haven't just been difficult. They've been relentless. While much of the world associates royal life with privilege and protection, these two sisters have found themselves standing at the center of a storm they didn't create, and one they can't escape. Their father, Prince Andrew, remains one of the most controversial figures in modern royal history. And no matter how hard Beatrice and Eugenie try to move forward, his shadow follows them everywhere. Every event, every charity appearance, every whispered conversation behind palace doors. And lately, that pressure has reached a breaking point. Sources close to the family describe Princess Beatrice as overwhelmed, exhausted, and emotionally stretched to her limits. So stressed, she reportedly struggles to eat. Think about that for a moment. This isn't a fleeting bout of anxiety. This is the kind of stress that settles in your body, quiet, persistent, and deeply damaging. Beatrice has always been the more private of the two sisters. She doesn't court attention, she doesn't chase headlines, and she certainly didn't ask to become a symbol of royal controversy. Yet everywhere she goes, the same unspoken question lingers. How much responsibility should she bear for her father's actions? That question alone would be enough to crush anyone. But for Beatrice, it's compounded by guilt, loyalty, and a lifelong sense of duty to family. Beatrice loves her father. There's no question about that. But love doesn't erase reality. She is acutely aware that every public appearance she makes is scrutinized, sometimes harshly, through the lens of Prince Andrew's past. Royal insiders say she constantly worries that a single misstep could reignite controversy. That a smile, a comment, or even silence could be misinterpreted. And when stress reaches that level, the body reacts. Loss of appetite, sleepless nights, constant anxiety. This isn't royal drama, it's human pain. While Beatrice retreats inward, Princess Eugenie faces a different kind of crisis. One that threatens not just her emotional well-being, but her entire future. Eugenie has built a career rooted in philanthropy, activism, and social responsibility. She has worked tirelessly to establish herself as more than Prince Andrew's daughter. But here's the cruel truth of royal life. Your last name opens doors, and slams them shut just as quickly. Behind the scenes, Eugenie reportedly fears that maintaining close public ties with her parents, especially her father, could undo everything she's worked for. Charities are cautious, sponsors are watchful, and public opinion is unforgiving. Here's where the story takes its most heartbreaking turn. Sources suggest Eugenie is grappling with an unthinkable possibility. What if the only way to protect her charity, career, is to distance herself from her parents entirely? Not quietly, not privately, but publicly. Imagine the weight of that decision. Choosing between family loyalty and professional survival. Between personal love and public credibility. For someone raised to value unity, tradition, and family above all else, this is no small sacrifice. And the emotional toll is enormous. Despite facing different pressures, Beatrice and Eugenie remain deeply bonded. They lean on each other in ways few people can truly understand. Late-night phone calls, quiet walks away from cameras. Moments of shared silence where words feel unnecessary. But even their bond is tested. Beatrice, driven by loyalty and emotional ties, struggles with the idea of stepping back from family. Eugenie, driven by responsibility and long-term consequences, feels pulled toward difficult but strategic choices. Neither sister is wrong, and that's what makes this so painful. What makes this situation even more isolating is the palace's silence. There are no public reassurances. No official support statements. No visible safety net. Behind closed doors, every move is calculated. Every association weighed. Royal life is not just about blood, it's about optics. And right now, the optics are brutal. What's often forgotten in royal coverage is the human cost. Stress that steals appetite, Fear that clouds judgment. Anxiety that never fully switches off. Beatrice's reported inability to eat isn't just a symptom, it's a signal. A warning sign of emotional overload. Eugenie's fear of cutting ties isn't ambition, it's survival. These are not spoiled royals complaining from gilded halls. These are two women navigating impossible expectations in a system that rarely forgives vulnerability. So where does this leave Beatrice and Eugenie? No one knows for certain. Will Beatrice find peace by retreating further from public life? Will Eugenie make the painful decision to distance herself from her parents to safeguard her work? Or will the sisters redefine what it means to be royal, on their own terms? One thing is clear, the next chapter of their lives will require courage far greater than wearing a crown. This is not a story with a neat ending. It's unfolding, it's raw, and it's deeply human. Behind the palace gates, two sisters are learning that royal titles don't shield you from heartbreak, they sometimes magnify it. And the choices they make next could shape not just their futures, but how the monarchy understands loyalty, responsibility, and compassion in the modern age. If this story moved you, surprised you, or made you see the royal family differently, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Eugenie should prioritize her charity career over family ties? Or should loyalty always come first? And don't forget to subscribe to Royal Chronicles for more in-depth royal stories you won't hear anywhere else. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay curious, and keep questioning the crown.